Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's going to be kind of a different video, sort of a different video today. So, coworker brought me 2 bay leaf sprouts. So, going to nurse these along until they get a little bigger, then split them up and try to get those going. So, the bay leaf seeds that I got did not do really well. They didn't sprout at all. So as I'd mentioned last week, did get some decent sized potatoes. So those are looking pretty good. Those should have been, without opening them, I'm going to guess that these are the Yukons. These are the blue Adirondacks, I believe. Let me look at this other one. It's a little hard to tell. I just picked the thing up. And these should be the red ones, even though they don't look red. They got a red tinge to them. And then these should be the Kennebec whites. A couple pretty good sized potatoes. A little gouge in that one. Like I said, either these are the whites or these are the whites. Won't know till I cut them open. Anyways, so that is the first part of the video. So the second part, I got a chest mount for the GoPro, and I'm just gonna go out, water the plants, and see what the audio looks like, and just water plants, give an update, and see if it's a garbage video or if it's an okay video. But you know, take you along for a quick ride. Alright, that didn't do real well, although it didn't look very shaky. I mean, a tiny bit, obviously, because it was chest mounted. I had it up too high, so instead of talking down at the plants, I was more up here so you couldn't see anything I was pointing to, so that was lovely. Anyways, just finished watering the cucumbers. They were kind of gimping along. They look a little droopy, but they hadn't had water since yesterday morning, so I didn't do it last night. Everything's just kind of moping along. The beans aren't handling the heat real well, and the snap peas definitely don't like the heat either. Tomatoes, I picked some cherry and grape tomatoes, took those to work the other day, and then as you can see, there's still a ton of grape tomatoes and cherry tomatoes hanging out in here. Strawberries are setting out runners. I need to spin those around, get them in the dirt so they root and start making some baby plants, and the goal is get them in these hydroponics that have been abused, and hopefully once it cools off a bit, keep the strawberries going in there. The onions, there's a bunch of weeds in here. I've got these weird viney things that grow everywhere in this yard for some reason, and this clover like stuff has really just taken over in just a couple of weeks, so I need to get in here and weed some of these things out. Then there's this weird weed that's growing over there. The other tomatoes are doing okay. This I think this is red snapper. This is not doing well, blossom and rot, so that's sad to see. Tons of limes on both lime trees. This one only has a handful of lemon on there, so I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Maybe it'll catch up in the next time it blooms. This one's doing much better. There's like 15 or 20 hanging out here, and that's the smaller Walmart one, as I've talked about. Couple apples actually don't look too bad. The rest of them fell off or rotted, so I got a handful of apples. Berry plants are just hanging out. Just got to keep them watered so till it starts to towards fall, and then so they can just overwinter. And the sweet potatoes just keep growing like crazy. I need to look up why the fruiting mulberry is not fruiting. It's healthy. fertilize it. But I'm just curious to see what happens with the purple sweet potatoes when it comes time to harvest. And the key thing is, do I actually like them? I will find out, you know, once it comes harvest time. And then the last thing we'll talk about is the sun golds. They're starting to ripen, and can't wait to throw a couple in a salad. Other than that, I'm gonna splice things together, and that's it for this week. Thanks for watching.